Okay, so raise your hand if you're a person that got an email or contacted by the office staff here because you have money that you could have been paid. None of you? Oh, okay. All right. Got a few people. Are some of you here just to learn how the process works in general too? Okay, so it's literally split by sides of the room. Chad, you're a newer face that hasn't had any, right?
Yeah, I just came to learn.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm going to open up something and I'll screen share as well. I'll show you all how to do it online, especially since those of you that need to catch up are eating right now. So it's kind of perfect timing. So essentially, in order for APHW to legally pay the RESPA compliant compensable service fee, which is an awesome perk for all of you. Did you need anything before? Okay, perfect. In order for us to legally pay you guys and keep this fee, this admin fee, RESPA compliant, you have to submit some basic data in order to get paid. So I'm sharing my screen as we speak. Make that bigger. Everyone should have their own RealPro portal. And this portal will allow you to go online and order warranties. In addition to that, if you submit some basic data in there, we will pay the brokerage $100 and they pay to you based on your split. Whatever is split off, that goes towards your cap. So either way, it's still benefiting you. So I'm going to log in. This is our fake account. And this is basically the ordering process. And I can also answer some warranty questions after this. But I think the first half of the meeting will definitely be geared toward getting paid to get everyone caught up. And the second half will be more about, any warranty questions you might have, or just kind of the basic nuts and bolts of important things for you to know. So when you log in, if you've already ordered warranties, you'll see your most recent warranties. If you're like, oh, wait, I had 4 warranties and you want to see all of them, you can click on this View Warranties button. And then it will load all of your warranties in a whole list. Okay. So is everyone following along? Am I speaking too quickly? All's good? Okay. So if you want to submit this data, you'd find the address of whichever property you're looking for. Then you'd click on that blue contract number that's above it. Okay. And actually, can anyone who's on Zoom, can you put in the chat your email address? Because I'm going to send everybody kind of some basic instructions that will help if you forget how to do this later. And I'll also send those of you who have past due forms, I will send you the way to do it retroactively, that it takes a little bit more effort to get paid because it's filling out a PDF and emailing it versus just doing it right in your portal. It's about half as much data to enter if you do it right in your portal. So, but in order for you to get paid, you have technically 3 options as of the beginning of this year. 2 of them are the same as what they've been, and 1 is brand new. So 1, you can upload your home inspection. And I don't recommend this option because that's your client's property. You don't want to just give that away without asking their permission. But if you want that option, there's an upload documents button right here. You can choose the file, select home inspection, and upload. And that will do what you need. I'm going back to the warranty details page now because this is the way that I recommend doing it instead. So there's this red data collection form button. If you're past the 60-day deadline, then it will gray out and it won't allow you to upload it right in RealPro. So if you click on that data collection form button, the old way, or one of the options, is the appliance brand names version of this form. So you can submit the brand names, but that means you or someone has to physically go to the property to figure out what those are. The easier way that I recommend is clicking on this home facts button version of the data collection form. This is much simpler. The top half is the same as the appliance brand names. So it'll still ask, if the property was inspected and the date inspected. If it hasn't been inspected yet, or it was never inspected, just leave it blank. House square footage, number of beds, number of baths, garage type, and then cooling. Is it central air or not applicable? Water heater type, electric, gas, instant. Does it come with these appliances? Heat source, let's just pretend it's gas, city sewer, city water. And I'll just fill the rest of this out because I want to show you something else to look for. So that's all good enough. Okay, so I'm clicking save. And notice it lets me save without putting the home inspection info, but yes.
So, okay, we can do this without having share.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So that was the new home fax version that I just walked you through. That's it. That's all you need. We just updated it this year, so it should be way easier. And the best way to do it is as soon as it's ordered, fill that out. Then you can't forget. Then it's all done as soon as possible. So are you all okay with it if I pass around a piece of paper for you to put your email so I can send you stuff? Okay, perfect. You don't have whatever. Okay, so is everyone on Zoom following?
Yeah, I'm following.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to pass around this paper, and I'm going to guess that you already, on Zoom, that you already sent over your email address, but if you haven't, please do. And here you are. If you could put your name and email, that'd be great, and I will send all of you that. I will, those of you that have the past due ones. So I'm going to stop my share and switch over to that really fast. Okay, we have an actual PDF that you'll have to fill out. And so this will show all of you guys why it's so much better to just do it online. Okay, so this is the PDF form. Essentially, you have to fill out all the information that you already filled out in RealPro to order the warranty. So the contract number, you can get out of there as well. It's that blue number. And then the address, the client's information. And then this middle, sections 2 and 3, that's basically the data collection form info, and then your information as well. So it's not super hard, but it's just typing more.
Where did you go to get that?
That's what I have to email you.
Oh.
So this is the new version of the data collection form. And that's why I'm passing around the sheet so I can send that to everyone. So when it's past due, I need you to fill this form out, send it to me, and then I have to send it in for approval to my accounting department. After 60 days because it's technically breaking the rules. So because it's supposed to be submitted within 60 days of closing. It can be submitted anytime before or up to 60 days after closing. So
614-678-8648. Introduce yourself, developer.
Was that Hannah? I'm not sure who was talking, but
No, it's not Hannah.
I can't. Let's see. No last names. Maybe they muted themselves. Okay. I was just looking for whoever wasn't muted.
I was going to say you can go down on the arrow underneath Blair.
There we go. Okay. So is all of this making sense right now? Perfect. So I'm going to go to the chat. Where
Will
is?
you tell us which ones we missed?
I can.
Yeah, good.
So in fact, I have a list. If nobody cares, I'll just share my screen of the list.
That'd be perfect.
Okay. So, and if you're still within 60 days, go in RealPro and do it that way.
Okay.
If you're not within 60 days, if you're past the 60 days, I should say, then this is when you have to do this data collection form. So share screen, share, and then make this bigger. The darn. Okay, the top commands on Zoom are making it challenging for me to do this. Here we go. Okay, I'll sort you by alphabetical order, sort, and make this go away. Okay, so if you see your name up here, and I'm trying to, Rachel's not in here, so, okay. All right, so if you see your name on here, you can see which properties it is. Okay, well, Donna and Melanie, sorry, you're getting cut off, one of you. So, but okay. So I see Melanie's on Zoom, so she can see her name. So everyone on Zoom, I only saw one email. So if you have an email, or if you can put your email in the chat, I'm going to email everybody the form for the past due data collection forms. So these, I think I did it all from Q4 2020 to date. So some of these are still within the 60-day time frame. If they're like January 20th-ish to date, they're okay, but most of these are not. So where's the paper? Did you guys finish filling it out? Like everyone put their email? Okay, cool. All right, so I am going to send you all the email now that has the data collection form. What questions, comments, concerns, what are we thinking right now? Is there anything anyone wants me to answer?
60 days, that's it.
After closing, up to 60 days. Yep. I recommend submitting it as soon as you order the warranty, though.
Right. But some of these are just dead in water.
Yeah. So that's why I'm sending this form out to people, so that. Did you put your email in here? Yes. Okay. Yeah. So I'm sending this form for those of you that have missed the deadline. So hopefully we can get everything caught up and submitted today, and all will be good.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, is there a part of this form that our clients find to be disclosed, that they know we're getting a financial benefit?
That's disclosed in the warranty booklet.
Okay, that's fine. That's what I need to know.
Yep. So,
I've never done this.
okay.
So it's also mandatory to sign up for the warranty in the contract. There's wording in there saying supplier understands, that people understand the agent may,
In the warranty and the contract, personal contract.
and the wording's in there for getting.
So could all of you hear the questions on Zoom?
No.
No? Okay. So Joe asked if this is disclosed to the client somewhere that you can get paid. Yes, it is. It is acknowledged on page 9 of the warranty booklet that you can get paid. It says something along the lines of, I'll just pull it up. Oh yeah, absolutely. The whole thing is RESPA compliant. That's why we collect the data. That's why we have deadlines and things. And we have to make it, we had to make a process that RESPA would approve so that we can legally pay that fee to you guys. So.
What if you order the warranty and then, like right when it goes in contract, you have to go back in and put the inspection date to that?
No, if let's say you order a listing warranty, your sellers want to offer a warranty to their buyers, and so it's pre-inspection and everything else, just fill out the form to what the current accurate stuff is, click save, and that's it. You're done. You don't have to go back and do anything. In that case, once you're in contract and you have buyers, you would want to go back to convert the warranty so that it has a closing date and buyer's information, and if they added any optional coverages. Other than that, you're good to go as far as this form goes. So I highly, highly recommend submitting it as soon as you order the warranty, because the new home fax option makes it way easier. So do you all agree, based on what you saw with the forms, that looks easier based on, well, yeah?
Because we're waiving inspections,
Mm-hmm.
and, sometimes we don't, I know that the home inspection sometimes will put the name of the furnace and the brand of the stove top and that stuff, but if it's not inspected, then, this is easier because we can pull the information from the MLS if we're representing buyer.
Yep. Could those of you on Zoom hear that? Maybe.
I heard it.
Okay, good. Perfect. You're close enough to my lapel. Okay. So if you are paying attention to the screen and you notice that your email is missing, either I haven't typed it yet, or please let me know so I can make sure you're added to this. So I have c-masters.1@kw.com, Mel, and I'm going to butcher this. Is it Zandy or Zandier at kw.com? A Mays at kw.com. Lisa B. Gibbs at kw.com. Arjo at kw.com. Missy at wait, I typed that wrong. Missy at missy.ellis or -Ellis. Yes. .com. Okay, I'm doing L Franks at kw.com. Perfect. W Fairbanks at kw.com. Tiffany at myheartteam.com. Perfect. And then Erica, okay, there we go. ERIKA dot oops F feather up. There we go, at kw.com. Okay, anyone else's email need to go in here? Oh, he might be on the Zoom. Let's see.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's
not
missing.
on your list.
He is missing it, yes. So, but I don't have his email handy right now, so I'm just going to send it to those of you that are here. So, check out your emails pretty soon. I will be sending that data collection form, and I'm just going to include a few other PDFs because we'll probably talk about them at some point today. And so I'll just include them so you have them. So basically I'm putting in the data collection form, the regular warranty, and if you want to go to page 9 of the PDF, you can see that it does disclose that you can get paid. The new construction warranty, in case any of you want to offer it to your buyers, because we pick up where the builder leaves off, and then an intro packet that kind of goes through some warranty basics. So, and I'll put APHW PDFs. And then one other thing I'm going to put in the email is some basic instructions on how to, let's see, on how to, what your instructions are to get paid. It's basically just fill out the form, make sure you have a separate one for each of the homes or the property addresses, and they need to be separate files, saved separately, or else my accounting department can't upload it to that specific contract. And then send it to me. And then if you haven't or if you forget or something, you can always reach out to me to learn how to do it again on Real Pro. So, and well, I'll just send this email and I can reply all later, but I can send some basic instructions too. So if you got the data collection form, I highly recommend just filling it out now. You should receive it momentarily. And then if you can reply back to me with the saved files, you'll be good to go. So, all that good? Okay. Are we all good on knowing how to get paid for future warranties in Real Pro? Yes? Perfect. Okay. And are those of you on Zoom good too?
Did you say you're sending out steps for the Real Pro thing, or you got
I'll reply all with steps. You know what? I'll just send it right now. So
okay.
It's basically just clicking on the blue contract number and then clicking on the red data collection form and clicking the home fax button. But I'm happy to also send those instructions as well. So I'll just reply all to that email. So okay. Other than that, as far as home warranties go, it's definitely good to know some basic nuts and bolts. So who can tell me something about, APHW from experience, I guess, because I know some of you have some more than others. And okay.
I don't even know if this is relevant, so stop me if it is.
Okay.
I had one recently. I usually get it when I list, but I didn't because of the crazy market.
Mm-hmm.
And so I finally got knocked on this house, and the buyer's agent requested Americans Preferred.
Okay.
We agreed to that. And when I went to put it in, the next day, it was Sunday, we went into contract.
Okay.
Monday, when I went to put it in, they had already done it.
Okay. Okay. So that is something that we can talk about. So basically, long story short, who negotiated it into the contract? You guys did? Or you have the seller and the buyers did? Okay. Okay. So this is good to know. It's regarding the fees. So, as all of you, I'm sure know, someone in particular will negotiate a warranty into a contract. And so in this case, the buyer negotiated it in that the seller pay for the warranty. And when the seller's agent went to order the warranty, the buyer's agent had already done so. So essentially, I advise people who put it in a contract to put in the contract who's going to order it, just so it's clear to all agents involved. But also, the first person who does order the warranty, that's the one who gets paid, unless the other agent sends them a release of property authorization form, which I can send you guys all that form if you want it, or just let me know whenever, if ever a situation comes up. And basically they're releasing the warranty to go under your name rather than theirs. So I know there are different foods for thought. One food for thought is, or trains of thought is what I meant to say. And one train of thought is, you know, if I negotiated the warranty into the deal, it should be ordered under me. One is if my sellers are paying for it, it should be ordered under me. So that is something that's why I highly encourage people, as you're negotiating the contract, put in there who's going to order it. So there's no confusion, and you all know who is going to be receiving that fee, assuming they turn their information in. So does that all make sense and sound reasonable? Yes. Okay. Awesome. So any other things that may not necessarily have to do with getting paid? Are there any other things that you'd like me to address or talk about? Are you all familiar with how listing coverage and buyer's coverage works?
No, I'm not. Please clarify.
Okay.
I got the buyer part down, but it seems like some of the items are not covered for buyers, and you know what is considered pre-existing if you submit the home warranty with, or not the home warranty, the home inspection, and the buyers or the sellers didn't agree to fix anything, and they had to buy the property as is.
Okay, so all right. So question is, what's considered pre-exist? Wait, could you all hear that on Zoom, or do I need to repeat?
Just repeat it, please.
Okay, so basically,
Yeah, we can't hear. Sorry, just clarification. We can't hear anyone really.
Okay, awesome. Maybe I should have done the regular mic and passed it around. But okay, so basically, what's considered pre-existing for buyers if something, for example, came up on the home inspection during the listing period. So if something came up on the home inspection that technically isn't in working use for the buyer, so that would be considered pre-existing, which I don't know any home warranty companies that cover items that are pre-existing. If something, a good reason to list with a warranty, even in this market where sellers can get away with a whole lot, it's still good to, because if the home is listed with the warranty and something comes up on the inspection, the sellers can, if it's a covered item, the sellers can use the warranty to help remedy those issues. So, but as far as the pre-existing thing goes, that would become a pre-existing issue for the buyer because it was known prior to closing that item had failed. And home warranties, a really good, easy definition for you to share with your clients as to what home warranties do is home warranties offset costs of breakdowns due to normal wear and tear. So they help. And if you want me to repeat that at some point, let me know. But basically, and it states it in the contract for every home warranty company I've ever seen too, that things are in working condition at time of sale. So does that all make sense and help?
Yeah, we
now,
say
one
that.
thing that I'll say too is some people are like, well, why would I list with a warranty if everything seems to be fine? And homes are flying off the shelves. We're getting in contract in a day, 2 days, 3 days. Well, there's still plenty of time typically between listing and when the actual closing date occurs. And I was talking to somebody yesterday who said, well, basically they've had issues come up and during that time, like one of them was a a sink was leaking just randomly one day. And they were able to work it out with our warranty. And actually, it was awesome because the manufacturer just sent out a free new sink to replace it too, because I think it was like Moen or something where they're really good about that as well. So it worked out really well for that specific seller to have the listing warranty for that unforeseen repair that was necessary. So any other questions? And I'm pulling up the instructions so I can send it to you all right now as well. So I promise I'm still listening though.
What happens with a listing, you order a warranty for a listing, and then once it goes into contract, the warranty isn't in the contract? And let's say like the listing has used the warranty before it went into contract.
Okay, so
So it closed, like when it closed, and the warranty started.
okay, so like it was negotiated out basically. Okay. So the question was, what happens if you list with a warranty, they use the warranty, but it somehow got negotiated out of the contract? When listing with a warranty, it's the intention is to offer the warranty to the buyer. So I guess I still understand the negotiating power of warranties as well. So ideally that wouldn't happen. But if it does happen, it can be canceled. But you have to submit like a request to get it canceled and everything. But if the seller is agreeing at listing to offer a warranty to the buyer, in an ideal world, I guess that wouldn't necessarily happen. Does that happen frequently? Basically, so let's say it does get canceled and they used it. We ask that if they use the seller preferred upgrade, they pay the $75. But as far as the standard coverage, it's complimentary if they're choosing a plan to offer to the buyers at closing. So technically they wouldn't necessarily owe anything. But the home warranty wasn't created to be put in place to cancel it, I guess. And still use it during the listing period. It's created as kind of like curb appeal to offer to buyers and for sellers, because during the listing period they can use up to $1,000 they can use the warranty and get reimbursed up to $1,000 or the contractor can be directly paid too, but up to $1,000 for repairs or replacement. And then up to 2 years post sale, God forbid the buyer tries to sue the seller for some reason, we can help offset their attorney fees with the list secure, if you've noticed that at the top of the complimentary seller's coverage. Thank you. Take care. Did you get the form in your email?
I did.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so does that all make sense to everyone? And here we go. I think this is, all right, I found the instructions, so I'm going to send that to all of you here shortly. Everything okay?
No, it's asking for a password.
Oh, there's a forgot password button as well. If it's for, wait, is it for APHW or something else?
No,
Okay,
it's for television.
got it. Oh, the Wi-Fi password, it's capital K, capital W, and then lowercase capital partners.
Ah, okay.
You're welcome. I just had to use it, so. Okay, I'm sending you all the instructions for how to receive the RESPA compliant compensable service fee, and it has a link to Real Pro as well. If you don't have a Real Pro portal already, I'll onboard you after this with your email and make you one. Essentially, you'll get sent one probably in the next few days. So, but I'm sending you the instructions. So I think you guys should have just gotten that. And I circled the different things to pay attention to. Actually, one more thing that I will show you as well, I'll share my screen and show you this from the online portal, is how to confirm that it actually worked, that you did successfully upload that information, or if you forget later, whether or not you did it. So you can check and make sure that you did turn it in. So once you save that data collection form, down here it'll say, was the data collection or home inspection submitted? Yes. So you need to look for that yes. The other thing is, if you look at your warranties list, this is the way I recommend doing it, just because it's easy to check everything, and it logged me out because I was doing other stuff. But if you look at your warranties list, you can look, and there are check boxes on the right hand side. Give it just a second because, okay, here we go. So there are check boxes on the right hand side. So you can see data collection / home inspection submitted, or DC / HI submitted. That box, that's your job to make sure that's been submitted and it's checked. On the right hand side, payment received, that's typically the title company's job. Sometimes agents will buy their clients' warranties, or sometimes clients will buy their own. But we basically, in order for us to pay that check, the data collection or home inspection box must be checked, and the payment received box must be checked. Once those two get checked, then the middle one will get checked by my accounting department, and they'll put the date below it when they actually mail the check to the brokerage. And it gets, just as a reminder, it gets paid to your brokerage. And then if you have a split, let's say 70-30, you get $70 paid to you directly, and $30 goes towards your cap. If you don't have a split, then you get $100. So does all of this seem easy enough? And have you guys been able to fill out the forms to send to me yet? Yes? Okay, good. All right. So are there any questions about this part of the process to any of you online? Does everything seem easy and like you're going to be good to go and we'll get this knocked out today? I'm going to take the silence as a yes. So, okay. All right. Otherwise, a couple other things that, since we're in Real Pro, I'll just show you. If you want some marketing materials, you can always reach out to me and I can grab things from my home stash. I have plenty of warranty booklets in my car if you need some right now. Or if you want to place an order online, you can do that too. If you need warranty booklets, you can also do buyer's benefits sheets, door hangers, which those were outlawed essentially during COVID. So they just brought them back. Like I haven't seen those on here. So, and you can also download PDFs of all these things as well. There are table tents, magnets, seller's benefits sheets, and then sign writers. There are 24-inch and 18-inch. So I have 24-inch ones. I do not have any 18-inch ones. But the two big things that I recommend that you all use are the magnets, because then post-sale, they know what number to call if they have a 3 a.m. claim that they need to make. And by the way, our claims department is available 24/7. And there are the warranty booklets in case, or which everybody needs. So it's important to make sure you get those to everyone at closing. It's also good. It's also important, I guess, to make sure you send the invoice to title. And which, do all of you know how to do that in here? Yes, I see some head nods. Okay, then I won't bother talking about that unless anyone on Zoom wants me to. So that being said, the nuts and bolts warranty stuff that's good for you to know, we already talked about that free legal coverage for your sellers. So if you feel like you need more information or you don't know how to talk to your sellers about it, feel free to ask me. But otherwise, I think we're good to go on that. And then do all of you know what Client Secure is? The free legal coverage for you. Does that sound familiar to anybody? Okay, it's in one of the PDFs that I emailed you, but basically, you know how errors and omissions insurance works, right? Like, God forbid you have a claim filed against you. Is this ringing a bell at all? Yes. Okay. So for those of you that it's not, I'll just tell you. So if you guys have a claim filed against you, and you have to pay your errors and omissions deductible, if you at least offer the warranty, or you, and here I'll show you the warranty on here as well so you can see what I'm talking about, or you have them sign the waiver at the bottom of the warranty booklet, then that's on page 11. Oops. So if you have them sign this waiver or but they bought a warranty basically, or they got a warranty, then you're eligible for APHW to reimburse you 75% of your E&O deductible, maxing out at $3,750. Most of the time I see errors and omissions deductibles are between $1,000 and $5,000. So getting reimbursed $750 to $3,750 of that would be really nice, because that's a huge thing. And hopefully none of you, knock on wood, ever have to go through that. But it's just good to keep in mind that if you offer our warranty and it's waived or they purchase it, that you're protecting yourselves in that regard. So the other things, we talked about the compensable service fee. Claims department's available 24/7. And you all know that with APHW, one of the unique things about it is your clients getting to choose their own contractor, right? So have you found that it can be beneficial for them to have someone they know, like, and trust in their home, especially with COVID? Yes? Okay. And has it seemed to be good for scheduling purposes as well? Yes, I see some head nods. Okay, cool. So those are pretty much the nuts and bolts. What questions do we have, or what else can I answer for you? Because I'm at your disposal. I planned to be here until at least 12:30, so we've got some time if you have questions. If not, we can just hang out.
Does the home warranty company pay the contractors, or does the client have to pay the contractor to get reimbursed?
Okay, so the question was, does the home warranty company pay the contractors, or does the client have to pay the contractor and get reimbursed? So it's whatever they work out. This is the claims process, and we can essentially, they can decide when they're on the phone with our claims department who we mail the check to, or if the contractors can accept it, we can pay them with a credit card over the phone. So I personally have the warranty on my own home, and I've used it twice, and it expires this summer at some point. So I did it both ways. So I know it works easily. And in fact, my contractor, my AC guy, he was anti-home warranties altogether. And I let him know, I just closed on my first property, and I'm pretty low on cash right now. It'd be really great if you could just work with me on this one, even though you don't necessarily like home warranties. And at the end of the whole thing, he said, okay, I will recommend your company from now on. So he just had a bad experience with another company, and that was the issue. But they paid him with a credit card over the phone. Whereas with my plumber or my basic, whatever contractor he was, to get my toilet swapped out, I just was reimbursed and I paid him. So it can be either way, and it's really easy. So I didn't have any problems doing it. So any other questions? No? Do you all have my number saved in your phones? Yes. If you don't, I will tell you my number or post it on the screen, and feel free to text me and I'll send you my contact so you don't have to type anything to save it. So do you have it? Yeah? Okay. Cool. So for those of you on Zoom, in case you don't have my number, I will put it in the chat. But I think we've talked about basically everything, and hopefully I'll look in my email right now, because if you haven't sent me your forms, let's knock that out today so I can get it sent in and get you your checks faster. 614-570-2562. Okay, and I don't see anyone's forms in my email right now, so hopefully today we'll get those knocked out. It should take 5 minutes, if that, to fill out the forms and send them over. So do you want me to put the names back on the screen of who's missing them? Yes? Okay. Share screen. Share. All right. So, all right, Rachel's not here. And okay, so I know I saw Mel was on here, so I'm scrolling down to show hers. Okay, so here are all the names. Please, actually here, I can make this even better. Let's be smart about this. Oops. Oop. There we go. Okay, now everyone can see it. All right, perfect. So if you are in one of these columns, oops, home. Let's get you caught up. So the due date, I guess, for this is by next week at some point, so we can get this caught up. So let's do this. Get you some easy money. Okay, so no questions? Everyone's good? And you all have the form. So I guess I can turn my mic off unless anyone on Zoom has questions. No?
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to turn the mic off and leave this on and projected so you all know which warranties you need to submit these to me for. And I think we're good to go. Thanks everyone for your time.
Thanks for lunch.
Oh, you're welcome.